consciousness returned, I shot up while breathing heavily. I spent a good minute or so just hyperventilating as my mind struggled to catch up with me. But once my mind fully caught up with what had happened to me, I just blankly stared at my hands. My fully existing fleshy hands. I couldn't help but let out a beaming smile that bordered on a manic one. I was alive again. I could feel again. I was out of that hell. Once I was back in control of my emotions, I looked around and saw that I was in a simple single-person bed that currently felt like heaven. But the real question was, where even am I? World, High School DxD. Location, Kua. For a full minute, my brain shut down. DxD. Dragon Deus. Fucking great. I started the game in a world where the stronger entities could simply sneeze in my general direction and I would be wiped off the face of the earth as collateral damage. Oh, not to mention in the town where the sister of Goddamn Satan himself lives. Oh, wait. Where two sisters of two different Satans live. What the fuck game? Do they know I am here? Am I on their radar? Should I skip town? Would I be noticed skipping town? Without noticing, I started biting down on my nail and drawing blood. Slap. Suddenly I slapped myself. I was getting too panicked. It was best to check the game for any answers first. If there is anything that can answer my questions, then it is the game itself. Starter package. Skill book, ID create. Skill book, ID escape. Skill book, language. Skill books have been inserted into your inventory. That's right, I have my game with me. And if this system is anything like the ones I know of, then it should have a status. Status. Gojo Akira. Level 0. HP 100, 10 HP min. CE 100, 10 CE min. Race human. Tier low. Class sorcerer 55, 0/100. Vit 10. Vitality dictates your overall health and regeneration rate. And 10. Endurance dictates your overall stamina and toughness. STR 10. Strength dictates your overall physical might. Agi 10. Agility dictates your overall dexterity and speed. Int 10. Intelligence dictates your mental processing power and energy potency. Wis 10. Wisdom dictates your ability to retain and recall information and your energy capacity. Luck 10. Luck, it is luck. Plain and simple. Skills. Comma tutorial. Skills can be gained through leveling up your class or by performing special actions, or through skill books. Gamer. Allows you to interact with reality as if it were a game. As I was looking over my status, my eyes got stuck on one part. CE, not MP? Isn't it usually MP in these kinds of situations? Maybe it stands for like, cosmic power or something like that? Sorcerers are sometimes connected to the cosmos and stuff in some settings. But when I saw my soul skill, that idea got shot down quickly once I saw the soul skill listed. My eyes opened wide as I made the game open the description for the sorcerer class. Class. Sorcerer, LV 0/100. An individual capable of harnessing and utilizing cursed energy to perform sorcery or jujitsu. Stat gain per level: 1 strength, 1 vitality, 2 endurance, 1 dexterity, 3 intelligence, 2 wisdom. Class skills. Cursed energy manipulation. Allows the manipulation of cursed energy. What clever wordplay. I was tricked, fooled, maybe even bamboozled by my own system. I am fairly certain I picked magician, yet I got this. This game seems to really like using wordplay to mess with me. The moment I saw the description, I already knew what kind of sorcerer it was referring to. Sorcerer, or more specifically Jujutsushi. Really, game? What next? Would you have given me a Naruto ninja if I picked rogue? Although it might seem like I am complaining, and granted, I am slightly, but this isn't completely horrible, or at least the worst possible outcome. While Jujutsu Kaisen's verse might be lower in the food chain, that doesn't mean that cursed energy is a bad system of power. Personally, I might have preferred a normal magician due to the world I'm in, as there really isn't anything in this world that I know of that would help a sorcerer. I don't even know how this world's energy would interact with cursed energy. But I can work with sorcerer. Besides, if the system throws me a bone, I know full well how ridiculously broken some cursed techniques can be. It is by no means weaker than magic. Especially innate and inherited techniques. They can range from creating a simple flame sword to summoning a subspace full of lottery machines that if one of them hits a jackpot you gain infinite energy and regeneration for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Or as long as the anime song that starts when you hit the jackpot ends. That is somehow a real ability. On the other hand, do I even need to talk about limitless? Cursed energy can give birth to some absolutely broken abilities if you have the talent. Hopefully I do. But if I don't get one of those, that could suck, as an innate cursed technique generally makes up 80% of a sorcerer's combat ability. Well, even if I don't get access to those abilities, I can still probably get stronger through regular DxD methods like sacred gears and maybe Tauki. There is just one glaring problem with cursed energy though. Cursed energy is hard as fuck. Unless you are like Gojo Satoru, who can figure out extremely complicated techniques of cursed energy while dying, you will need so much grueling specialized training it is insane. Jujutsu must be the only power system that I know of that needs you to know advanced theoretical physics and mathematics. Speaking of Gojo, the game is trying to act really cute by giving me the surname Gojo after forcing the sorcerer class on me. Well, it's alright. I don't even remember my previous name anyway. At least Jujutsu should have a unique advantage in this world. Jujutsu is completely foreign to this world. They may have specialized things to stop the flow of magic energy or something, but they don't know how cursed energy works. At least they shouldn't. Hopefully, they don't. Please tell me they don't. Now that I think about it, wasn't there senjutsu? I think it is quite similar in concept on paper, which could be both good and bad for me. If my theory is correct, then the ki that senjutsu produces should be fairly similar to positive energy or reversed cursed energy. That can prove to be both an advantage and a disadvantage. The good is that if I am right, then if I ever manage to learn reverse cursed technique, I should be able to perform senjutsu. Bad part is that if ki is similar enough to positive energy, then it could start countering some of my cursed techniques, but that can also be applied vice versa. But that shouldn't be my worry for now. First I need to get my priorities in order, like where I am, or what my background is. It seems like I am inside a house, but I don't know who owns it, or if it's my house. Background: Gojo Akira, age 17. Was orphaned at a young age and has no close family members. His parents left him a house as their inheritance. He will be enrolling into Kuo Academy as a transfer student 3 days later. Isui will meet Yuma in around 7 days. Fuck, you couldn't have given me a or something month? Well, at least my house is mine, so that's nice. I really do not want to start as homeless. I got up from my bed and walked around my house in order to get comfortable and familiar with its layout. Rummaging through the wardrobes, I found the Kuo Academy uniform along with a decent amount of clothes. It was a decently large house with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, a bathroom, a living room, and an empty room, alongside a small basement. Thankfully it was already furnished. As per my background, there were no parents thankfully. I would need the TV for one of the only cursed energy training I know. I needed to get my cursed energy under control desperately. The last thing I need is the attention of Satan's dear sister. Currently a Satan could fart in my general direction from a continent away and erase my existence in the process. Fuck, I'm starting to get panicked again. How do I get stronger quickly? My stats are ass and I started with nothing. And I'm only a week away from when the plot starts. Acquire a random heavenly restriction? Yes, no. Wait, what were those again? I don't fully remember what they were, though I am fairly certain I heard of those before. Heavenly restriction. A type of cursed restriction that affects someone's cursed energy in exchange for limitations or improvements on their body. Examples: Maki Zenin. 1000% cursed energy. Perk, superhuman physique. Mikamaru Kokichi Muta. -1000% modifier to all physical stats. -3 limbs. -1000% light resistance. 10,000% maximum cursed energy. I bit my thumb as I mulled over whether I should get it or not. If I get lucky and get a restriction that isn't horrible, it will give me a much needed boost to my stats. On the other hand, I could be crippled for life like that puppet using guy. I don't think any amount of boost is worth that. After a bit, I said fuck it and accepted. I wasn't going to get anywhere if I kept avoiding all risks. Fortune favors the bold. Applying heavenly restriction. Heavenly restriction. 5x increase in libido. 50% maximum cursed energy. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Fortune really does favor the bold. New perk, Fortune favors the bold. Lowers the requirements of active luck checks. I don't really know exactly how good that perk is, but it seems good, so I won't dwell for long. But this heavenly restriction was very, very good. At least for me, it seemed like the best I could get at the moment. Due to my lackluster stat modifiers as a human, this 50% cursed energy modifier was a necessity. The moment I got it, I felt the energy in me increase by a noticeable degree. As for the increased libido, I could live with it. Granted, I would require more frequent trips to the bathroom and it would certainly suck to be in a female-majority school, but I can eventually get used to it. I really should have expected that from a world like DxD that I would get a restriction related to lust. I am not complaining. In fact, I am very grateful. Hey, power is power regardless of where it comes from. If I have to suck some titties for a stat boost, I will gladly do so. For now, I should get a grasp of my cursed energy. I know I have the ability to use it. I just have to figure out how. I sat down on a couch in my living room and got into a lotus meditation position. Then I tried to recall information about cursed energy. Cursed energy. Cursed energy is born from negative emotions. It is negative energy that is produced by all humans subconsciously. Negative emotions increase the power and potency of cursed energy. Cursed energy does not flow on its own and must be started by the sorcerer. The key to using it is negative emotion. Closing my eyes, I started reminiscing about my time in the void. I recalled my immense hatred and rage. Recalling how and why I died, I subconsciously started gritting my teeth from anger. I felt a nauseating amount of anger emerge from within me, like the blood in my gut was boiling. Power. I want power. I don't want to be weak any longer. Recalling all those emotions engraved into my mind, I felt a flame being lit inside me. I focused all of my aggression onto my fist. My eyes snapped open as I felt the ethereal violent blue and black flame-like aura on my fist. I felt the power inside that aura. I had successfully awakened my cursed energy. Staring at the blue flame in my hands, I felt elated. But as I maintained the blue flame on my fist, I felt my reserves start draining noticeably and my control start to slip. Before long, the ethereal aura faded. You have awakened your cursed energy without help. 5 Wisdom. 5 Intelligence. Damn my shitty cursed energy pool. Even my heavenly restriction won't have much effect due to my meager cursed energy pool. Why couldn't I have been born with reserves even slightly better than a normal human? What the hell was I supposed to accomplish with a power with which I could only hold its most basic application for approximately barely a minute or so? But at least now that I know how to at least use my cursed energy, I opened my inventory, which looked like a panel with a bunch of icons with text next to them that identify the items and their quantity. I pulled the books out of my inventory and they appeared in my hands, 3 black fancy-looking books stacked on top of each other. Each of them had the names of their respective skills,